Shalom, Mike. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teach His word on true faith and sincerity. And today, I just want to tie this lesson, the events of seasons and times. And as you can see, the time that we're in, by the way of these events that's playing out throughout the planet Earth, man. See, it's clear and obvious now, if the Spirit of Yahweh shall rest upon you, that we are at the end, of this age, this system, of this world, man. Just because of what we see, that's happening throughout the planet Earth, man. Matter of fact, let's start off with this. In Thessalonians, 1 Thessalonians 5:1, it says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you." See why? Because it's gonna be clear and obvious. It's winter when it's snowing, man. You know when it's fall when you begin to see, the leaves change color, and things of that nature. When a kingdom is about to fall, when the money is volatile, the economic structure is about to crash, food shortages and the people being stirred up. And that's just scratching the surface. A plethora of other things that we're seeing. That's clear and obvious. This is the end. This nigga about to kick the bucket, man, which is the so-called white man in this beast system, man. But it says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you." Why? Because ultimately, matter of fact, continue on, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night." See? Because the Lord's going to come as a sudden, and it's going to be stages how Yahweh Shema Shai is coming, man. The Lord's going to come through that famine, but it's going to be suddenly. He's going to come through martial law, All these are the necessary steps that leads to him literally returning and cracking the clouds, man. But we actually seeing it. We seeing these things happening, that process now, man. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, see, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." See? So that's what's going to happen. It's going to be on a sudden. Suddenly just start raining. Well, that's going to happen, man. What we seeing it now. But the point is, the events of the seasons and times, the things that are taking place upon the planet Earth, shows us that the season's about to change. Even when it comes to that transition from, winter to spring, it's certain things, that takes place that shows that we in that transition. Matter of fact, let's get something real quick. Let's get that. So like what it is, I think it's Song of Solomon. Yeah, Song of Solomon 2:11. It says, "For lo, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone." See? That's talking about the so-called white man, his rulership, which is compared to the winter, because ultimately the winter represents death, man. That's the height of death. Because that process, it starts in the fall when the leaves begin to shed, and you don't see life flourishing during like it was, like the summer. Then ultimately the winter is the perfection of that death when the tree is a skeleton. When you see the withering of life, man. But it said, "And the rain is over and gone," meaning the rain is talking about the missiles. It said, "The flowers appear on the earth, The time of the singing of the birds is calm, and the voice of the turtle is heard in our land. See, and that's the transition, man. You know the winter is gone when you hear the birds singing. You know, you see the flowers appear and things of that nature. Matter of fact, let's get something real quick. As y'all said, when you see these things, let's see, St. Matthew 24. See, we know exactly what times in the season we're in. Just you just go type up on Google 2021 news, and it's nothing but bad news, man. It's nothing but grievous to the ears of the people of this world, man. These are the symptoms to the downfall of a kingdom, and it's video clips and articles and interviews, and you know, of showing us that this place is out of here, man. So this is the book of St. Matthew 24, and so like it. I thought it was. Let's see. Okay, so like it's St. Matthew 24 and 32. It said, "Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When its branches yet tender and put forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh." See? So as you can see, the Lord simplified it for us. Look at the fig tree. When you see it begins to blossom, you know it's summer is nigh. You know the kingdom is coming, man. Because summer is the height of life, man. You know, those are the two extremes, summer and winter. And you got the spring and the fall is the transitioning period to that, man. So that's why we actually witnessing, you know, the downfall of Esau, man. And the flourishing of the kingdom of heaven. It says, "So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, ye know that it is near, even at the doors." He see all what things? Like I said, point out a few things. The volatile money system. You know, the people is not regarding their kings nor their princes. You know, the Egyptians against the Egyptians. The food shortages. Of the beasts changing their places. You know, and a plethora of other things that causes distress and anguish upon the people. It's here, man. We actually in the midst. We in the beginning of the evils, and each day it intensifies, man. You know, but that's the time we're in. Let's get this in the book of because ultimately all this is an effort. You know, this is all part of the you know, the transferring of power. Because each, you know, every time you know, the kingdom was translated from one to another, it was through violence. It wasn't a smooth process. You know, most of the time it was through war. You know, Babylon was taken sudden with a surgical strike in the night, which that's actually going to happen in this lifetime. You know, but it's going to be in its perfection. Because these people is going to be taken suddenly in the night. All the way down from them troops kicking in your door at 3 o'clock in the morning to this kingdom is actually being the night itself. You know, and it's a surgical strike from Yahweh Shema Shai. That's why it tells you that sorrow is going to come upon it on every side. The Lord has compassed America and these Americans, man. You know? But this is all an effort to overthrow the wicked and set up the righteous. So this is on the book of St. Luke 21, verse 25. "And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars." See, and today, in this lifetime, 2021, you know, we have seen these things, and it has these signs have been more frequent. You know, concerning you had solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, you had planets lining up, you have a abundance of chariot sightings. Those are the signs in the heavens the Lord told us to look for. Why? Matter of fact, let's jump up real quick. let's see. Well, matter of fact, let's get in. It's the same thing as St. Matthew 24. Let's get in St. Matthew 24. Then I go back to St. Luke 21. St. Matthew 24, verse 3. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately. See, and this prophecy is a secret, man. And even somebody told you, it's still a secret lest Yahweh shall reveal it unto you. You know, that's why it tells you his ways are unsearchable. And the Lord had to reveal this unto you. Because a lot of people will see these things take place, you know, and it might, just like such as the little gas crisis that took place, when that government shut down a few years ago, these people were losing it, man. Then when everything got back together, they was content. They were glad they were back in America, back to normal. They didn't know that those were different signs, you know, a coded message to let us know when that time, you know. So it says, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? See, the end of the age, the end of a season, the end of a rulership. There's going to be different signs to show us, you know, what's going to take place upon the planet Earth, you know, to show us that we in that transition, man. So let's go back to St. Luke 21 and 25, saying, there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars. See? And it said, and it say, or it might be this, or it might be. It said, and, because all these things are going to happen simultaneously, man. All in one lifetime, especially toward the very end. There's a plethora of things that's been taking place over the last couple years, man, just in the heavens alone. It says, and upon the earth, see? So all these things is going, it said, and. So they let you know on top of this, and on top of that, and also this, and also that. Because you can't just talk about one thing now. It's a plethora of things to talk about. Because we actually in the midst of prophecy. It says, and upon the earth, distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. See? So the sea and the waves are the people. And they tossing and turning, man. Because it tells you, matter of fact, let's get that in the book of 2 Ezra, the 4th chapter. The sea and the waves roaring. And that's Yahweh Shema Shai stirring up the times. See, things are getting stirred up now. You know, because we come into that next transition. This is the book of 2 Ezra 4 and 37. By measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times. See? Concerning the different rulerships and what was going to actually take place during those rulerships upon the planet Earth, man. When the Lord set up the Egyptians had an objective, you know, within those many years they ruled. You know, dealing with the Babylonians, they had so many years to rule, but within that they had an objective. They had a mission to carry out. Even these Edomites, so-called white man, the devil himself, all his rulerships, it was an objective. They had a certain mission to accomplish within those years. That's that measure, man. Oh, matter of fact, let's get that, because that's going into those seasons as well. You know, this Ecclesiastes 3:1, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. See? So each season represents a certain purpose that's going to take place upon the planet Earth, and that can be accomplished by the way of who's ruling, man. You know, that's why the scriptures are, you know, dealing with the rulership, who's ruling the planet Earth, is known as the heavens and the earth, because whoever ruling, you know, is what's going to dictate the vibration upon the planet Earth. That what shows you what season we in, and we in the season of death and war and hate. Why? Because the violent man is ruling. Just like when it's gonna be peace and love, that's when Solomon is gonna rule once again. You know, could tell you, I think that's 2 Kings, the 4th chapter, that when Solomon ruled, he had peace on every side. So that's how the seasons are dictated by who's ruling. So let's go back, 2 Ezra 4, and 37 again. It reads, "By measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them, see, until the said measure be fulfilled." And this man is about to fill his measure. Because what's the only thing that's left on this man in his mission, pretty much? Implement that MOTB, man. That's the only thing that's left for this man to do. Then he's going to kick the bucket. But we seeing the times everything is being stirred up now, because while this man's measure is about to be fulfilled, he's about to kick the bucket, man. He's about to be out the door. You know? And we seeing it through the events that's playing out throughout the planet Earth. Matter of fact, let's get this in the book of 2 Ezra 9. 2 Ezra 9. And I started to talk real quick. It said, he answered me then and said, "Measure thou the time diligently in itself." See that measure again. "And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before." So let's just say you got a 16 ounce, and you looking at it, you examine it, and you see it's at 12 ounces right now. But it's almost there. It's almost filled up. You see the different things, that the necessary steps that leads towards the being filled. We send the necessary steps that's going to lead to a famine. We send the necessary steps going to lead towards to martial law and sedition among men, and let's say a plethora of things are going to lead to anguish and distress, man, and death, man. We measuring it. We saying like, okay, we actually is in this time. It said, "Then shalt thou understand." See, that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. This world. See, the world of Edom. It says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world," see, those were events we was put to look for, to show us, that this is that time, man. And that earthquake goes into earth-shaking events. It's literal earthquakes. It's you got an earthquake app, to actually show you the frequent earthquakes that happen upon the planet Earth, but also earth-shaking events. The crown, that's actually an earth-shaking event. It ain't called a pandemic for nothing. It's actually affecting the planet Earth. Not the thing itself, but the ones who pushing it. See? That's spirit. See, this is an earthquake right here, which I believe the dude was I forgot who Jaylen Brown. But why is that even pushed out there? Because that's an earthquake. That's actually shaking the planet Earth up. That's why people are forced now to get that thing. They gotta roll their sleeves up. And it ain't just reserved to America. It ain't just reserved to America. Australia, Canada, and all these different other countries that's involved in this beast system. Oh, there's one that come to the dedication of the image. That stood before the image. You read that Daniel the 3rd chapter. We actually seen that once again play out in its perfection, man. But it said, "When there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world." So it's going to ultimately manifest. There you read the flowers going to appear. Yahweh said when the fig tree and it bring forth leaves, we seeing it. It said, "Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things that were day before thee, even from the beginning." See? For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. See? So we know we're at the end. It's manifesting, man. We see it, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. we at the end of this place, man. America is finished. So-called white man is finished, man. This beast system. Ain't no more McDonald's. Ain't no more WWE, NFL. Just some is seeing a lawnmower. All this shit about to go, man. You know? Call all y'all by Small Shot. So matter of fact, I end off on this. The book of Wisdom of Solomon 8:8. It said, if a man desire much experience, she know of things of old, and conjecture of right what is to come. And then she is concerning wisdom. And with wisdom, you're going to have a feel for time, man, pretty much. Not what's going on right now, but, there's, what it said, Yahweh Shah said he's matter of fact, let's get that. Yeah, this Revelations 1:8. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, said the Lord, which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty. See, so when you possess, this wisdom, which ultimately is the testimony of Howard Shah, you get a feel for time. It said, not what's just going on right now, but what happened back then, what's going on now, and what's actually going to lead to in the future, man. That's why I said she conjecture of right what is to come. It says she knoweth the subtleties of speeches and can expound dark sentences. Yeah, because ultimately those the subtleties of speeches and dark sentences, those parables, that's really prophecy, man. It's a coded message to tell us, the so-called white man is about to come down with great wrath. The missile's gonna come. All hell is gonna break loose, but it's in code, But through wisdom, we are able to unlock these things. It says, and through that, it says, she foresees signs and wonders. See, right after it says she can expound dark sentences and that, and then the next sentence is she foresees signs and wonders. So to let you know, those subtleties of speeches, those dark sentences, is really prophecy. That's why I said she foresees signs and wonders and the events of seasons and times. See, so we foreseeing the events and seasons, through Spirit Power Yahweh Shema Shah about what's going on. We foresee the downfall of America and the setting up of the kingdom of heaven through the events, man. We see that all hell about to break loose here in America, especially here in America. This is where everything gonna reach its perfection here. I said the money finna crash, power outages, the stale water and bread is about to be cut off, man. This was about to take place upon the planet Earth. This is the event and seasons that we're in, and it's all an effort to set up a new kingdom. It tells he changes the times and the seasons. He removed kings and set up kings. So this is all an effort to overthrow the so-called white man and get the winner out the way so life can flourish, which is the psalm. So I just hope it will edify. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the